Toyota Stadium is home to FC Dallas of Major League Soccer, but today the world-class venue in the heart of Frisco hosts Championship Saturday at the 36th Annual Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup. Teams from around the world have strived to play on this stage, but only one team in each division gets to lift the boot and ball trophy. Kickoff is coming up next on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. It is a brilliant sunny day in Frisco for the 36th Annual Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup U14 Championship game featuring AC Brea out of Southern California and FC Dallas Pre-Academy playing at the home of their senior team. FC Dallas, of course, calls Toyota Stadium home, but they're in Portland this weekend, and Dallas Cup has taken over the venue. I'm Pete Stein along with Richie Witt. And Richie, this is an AC Brea team that really dominated Bracket D in the preliminary stage of the tournament. Yeah, they've been impenetrable, their defense. In 5 games, 14 goals for, 2 against. That's a plus 12. That's pretty dominant. They're ranked 44th in the nation. FC Dallas 148th. So I think if you had to lay a favorite here, I think AC Brea is the team to beat. FC Dallas Pre-Academy did come through Bracket B unscathed. They took away 9 points and outscored their opponents 7-2, and they had to survive a couple of low-scoring one-goal games in the knockout stage to get to this championship. FC Dallas knocking off TSF Academy 2-1, and then beat FC Dallas Youth Boys 1-0. As you take a look at the starting lineups there for FC Dallas, they'll have Michael Diaz in goal. Luis Hernandez is the captain for this FC Dallas side. And maybe a little bit more pressure on FC Dallas playing at home. Oh, absolutely. The home crowd will definitely be pulling for FC Dallas. But AC Brea, you were talking about their road to the final here. Their only scare they had was in the quarters when they beat Lone Star SC in penalty kicks. And their goalie in that game, Sean O'Brien, was actually injured during the penalty kick phase. And they had to bring a field player in to take they actually blocked the shot that clinched that game. So they've had one scare, but I think they're the team to beat in this game today. O'Brien is in goal for AC Brea in this championship game and appears to be fairly healthy as you saw him there reach up and stretch, grabbing that crossbar. FC Dallas will kick off to begin the match. As you take a look at the lineup there for Brea, Ty Hernandez wearing the number 4 is the team captain. AC Brea wearing the brilliant white kit with the dark numerals, and FC Dallas in the familiar red and white hoops. This is the FC Dallas Pre-Academy in the U14 championship game. 35-minute halves for the U14 title tilt, which is underway here under sunny skies in Frisco. You couldn't ask for better weather, Rich. You could ask for it, Pete, but you wouldn't get it. I mean, it's beautiful. It's upper 60s, a gentle breeze. I don't even think it's going to be a factor, and the pitch looks fantastic. I was going to say, these two teams have probably never played on a better pitch than what they're playing on right now. And, you know, it's got to be a little bit intimidating, this stadium. There's a big crowd today, and it's a stadium that these kids are not used to playing in. This is also a full-size MLS pitch that these U14s are having to navigate. AC Brea with possession. Francisco Hannon, number 8, switching it to the right side, sent into the area and easily handled. And it's always good for Michael Diaz or any goalkeeper to have an easy ball to handle early in the match. Yep, that's like a little routine grounder to short, easy. See our weather conditions there. The wind is at 16 miles per hour. But through the years covering Dallas Cup here in Frisco, we've had much windier conditions than this. This is a gentle breeze compared to what it could be in North Texas in March and in early April. Usually when we're here in Frisco, that wind is howling for Dallas Cup games. It's not really much of a factor, particularly down on the pitch, because it sits down in a bowl here as FC Dallas has their first foray into the attacking third, but the ball gets cut out cleanly, denying an opportunity for Luis Pacheco to get off a shot. FC Dallas will have a throw in the attacking third. From the left wing side, a battle for possession in the corner there. FC Dallas's Luis Manuel Cruz. There is open substitution here in the U14s as FC Dallas has a corner kick here, but they'll just play it short. sliding tackle there knocks the ball out of play. It'll be a throw for FC Dallas.
Yeah, that's solid marking by Thomas Chandler there in the back by AC Brea. That their defense has only allowed 2 goals. You can already tell that they're pretty well organized in the back.
First foul called against FC Dallas. Take a look at some of that defense in the first foul of the game. But you're right, Richie. We saw Brea get back, and they were effective in the back. Just playing 3 in the back to start the match.
Yep. But again, very organized, very disciplined in the back. You can tell that it's going to be tough for FC Dallas to create a lot of chances here.
Saw Kevin Lopez earlier deny entry into the area. Now FC Dallas has a throw deep in their own territory. Always interesting in these Dallas Cup matches, teams are not really that familiar with one another. There's always kind of a feeling out process that takes place through the first 15 minutes or so. Right now, FC Dallas having the advantage on the possession. Coming up the right side for FC Dallas is Sebastian Kennedy. Kevin Lopez is there defensively, and he gets his shirt tugged, and that draws the whistle.
Yeah, Kennedy couldn't get around him and just decided, let me just tug on his shirt, see if I can pull him down. But the
Lopez looks like he's really going to be a force in the back here. And I didn't know you could get your hair that long in a U14 game.
I don't think I had that long hair at U14 or ever.
Imagine what he's going to be like as a U17. Lopez will have the throw here. It throws that into the area. That's a strong throw, but FC Dallas is able to clear it, send in the air out of play across the near touchline. And Lopez will have another throw.
You know, we're just in the 5th minute here, but FC Dallas, so far so good. I mean, they don't look intimidated by AC Brea, and a lot of teams probably have been in this tournament.
These teams that come out of Southern California have always fared pretty well here in Dallas Cup. That's a strong soccer area.
Boy, and you're right about Lopez. He's throwing that ball halfway in the field from the
that can
side
really
throw.
be a weapon.
Yeah.
Garris got a foot on that throw but couldn't control it. Now an exchange of possession in the midfield. FC Dallas ultimately ends up with control. Anthony Garcia sending it across the halfway stripe. It gets poked away over the touchline. It'll be a throw for FC Dallas. It gets knocked away from Dante Seeley. Official says play on. AC Brea trying to mount a counter-attack, but getting back defensively for FC Dallas is Nathan Toledo, and he'll just play that one to the keeper, Michael Diaz.
Smart play. Had a little pressure from AC Brea, but play it back to the keeper. No harm done.
FC Dallas finding Nathan Hayes. Hayes trying a long pass across the pitch. This might be a little wider pitch than he's used to playing.
It's a long way. It's the back 40 to him, isn't it?
That's a long way over there. Didn't quite have enough there, but FC Dallas is able to get possession. Hayes plays this one into space. And again, you see AC Brea with good defense. That time it's Kevin Bahena jumping in to win the ball. And it's played to Philip Figueres in the midfield. Out wide to Thomas Chandler. Chandler lifts one, looking for the target, Eric Torres. It comes back to midfield, and it lands at the feet of Hannon. Getting ahead on it is Ryan Candelario. Comes to the left wing side for Ty Hernandez,
Danger.
the team captain. The cross is blocked off the chest of Nathan Toledo.
Paid the price for that one. Hit him right between the 4 and the 7.
Gives up the corner kick. This will be the first corner for Brea. Marius Roos, the Brea head coach, barking out instructions as Brea floods the area with no fewer than 7 targets, and it lands right at the top of the 6-yard box on the left side. It gets cleared by FC Dallas. Luis Manuel Cruz gets that into out of harm's way, at least for the moment, but Brea stays on the attack. There's the left-footed cross from Lopez that'll go across the area and be scooped up by Diaz.
Yeah, Lopez had the right idea there, just kind of mishit that one. Turned out pretty harmless. FC Dallas avoids any damage in the first real pressure by AC Brea.
Brea trying to get right back into the attacking third. Pushing it forward is Kevin Bahena. Goes into Diaz, handles it inside the 6-yard box. In the 8th minute here, it's been pretty wide open action early on. Ryan Candelario getting ahead on it in the midfield. Now it gets knotted by Francisco Hannon. It's FC Dallas moving into Brea territory. Brea not able to win possession with that sliding tackle, but it's finally taken away by Ty Hernandez. And a foul called on FC Dallas. Luis Pacheco, the guilty party.
Hernandez, the captain of AC Brea, and you saw him right there. Just incredible leg strength for a kid under 14. Just maintained a strong base and just wouldn't let the FC Dallas player around him and got a foul out of it.
Here's Lopez. Shows a strong left leg. Lopez just jumps out at you
for a left back.
Game.
Yeah, he's involved in a lot of offense, isn't he?
Yeah, and he likes to get forward. He's already made a couple of big plays, and we've seen a strong leg and a strong throw. Clearly a good athlete.
It's the hair, I tell you.
Don't cut the hair.
Hercules.
Learn from the Old Testament. Don't get a haircut.
I don't think that was one of the 10 commandments, but I feel you.
Samson-esque out there. FC Dallas right now controlling the run of play to a certain extent as it glances off the foot of Sebastian Kennedy, who ends up getting pushed across the touchline by Lopez.
That's going to be a good battle all day, Kennedy and Lopez here on this right wing.
FC Dallas right on the edge of the attacking third. Luis Hernandez, the team captain, turns it over, and here comes Brea out of the back, mounting a counterattack. Making a run was Francisco Hannon, but it's off his back heel. FC Dallas able to direct that back toward the midfield. Brea sends it right back, but only as far as Nathan Hayes. Good ball up the center forward channel.
Almost a good ball. Great idea. Just let him a little bit too much. You know, Pete, just from looking at it here early, it looks like AC Brea just has a physical advantage, doesn't it? I mean, they're thicker, they're stronger. The skill seems about even, but when there's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, when it's shoulder to shoulder, AC Brea is coming away with the ball.
Showing skill on the ball is Nathan Hayes, but too much weight on that pass as it eludes the touch of Harper Simmons, and Brea will have a throw in their own territory. We've played 10 minutes at this scoreless tie. FC Dallas with possession. Hayes not able to control it. Hannon is there defensively, but FC Dallas maintains possession. There's a good ball to the top of the D, and a shot that just trickles wide as the shot is taken by Sebastian Kennedy.
Again, that's Kennedy on the right side, and he's causing a little trouble. He's got the hair too, the ponytail.
He doesn't want his hair to be overlooked just because he's got it tied up a little better than Lopez. He watches that ball go out of play. It'll be a throw for Brea. So the key to good soccer is long locks. That one is sent out of play.
I don't know if it's the key, really, but I don't think it hurts so far, that's for sure.
Another throw coming up for Lopez. This one from midfield. He'll throw it back into his own territory. It gets chested down and controlled there by Kevin Bahena. Bahena drives one, but it's knocked down by Michael Pham of FC Dallas. FC Dallas pre-academy playing in this U14 game at the home pitch of the Major League Soccer side. It will be in Portland tonight. The FC Dallas youth teams have done very well in this tournament.
Yes, they have.
Not only this year, but over the last couple of years. And of course, they are now the sponsoring club of the Dallas Cup. Tried to chip it into the area, but again, we see the good defense from AC Brea. That time it was Nicholas Hernandez, and here comes the counterattack for the white-clad AC Brea out of Southern California. They've got a man making a run up the center. That's Torres in the middle of the box that is the target, but it gets cut away by Nathan Toledo.
seen a couple chances for AC Brea in the box, and we've learned real quick, Pete, that Toledo can handle himself back there in the box.
There's Chris Hayden leading FC Dallas Pre-Academy, and no matter the result here today, they've got to be pleased about getting to this championship game, sweeping their group in the process, winning bracket B, outscoring the opposition 7-2 in group play, and then winning a quarterfinal and a semifinal match, but giving up a corner kick here to Brea. And it'll be interesting to see Brea on these set pieces, because again, we've talked about Lopez a little bit.
There he
Looks
goes.
like he could be dangerous on
He
these
runs all the way over
corners.
the field to take the corner as well.
Drives this one into the 6-yard box, and it gets headed out by FC Dallas, but it's only cleared as far as Candelario, and a goal for AC Brea. Scoring for AC Brea is Ty Hernandez.
The captain. You know, I thought FC Dallas had that ball cleared out. Brea kind of sent it back into the box. It took kind of a funky hop and right onto the foot of Hernandez. Buried it in the back left corner of the net.
So a 1-0 lead, the goal coming in the 13th minute for Ty Hernandez.
That's got to be deflating for FC Dallas. See, it wasn't really a clear ball. It wasn't, the play wasn't off the direct kick.
Yeah, Candelario sent it in initially, and then it got deflected by Kevin Bahena before Hernandez buried it. And now FC Dallas hustling down to the other end. Harper Simmons trying to create an opportunity for an equalizer, but it's Lopez who clears it back toward the midfield, and a foul will give AC Brea a free kick out of their own end. Brea's got pretty good fan support here.
Yeah, they do. Community of about 40,000 they're from in Southern California and Orange County, but they've made the trek here. I guess they've seen their team. Their team's 36, 6, and 7 this year, so they're used to winning and winning tournaments. This is no big deal for them to jump out to a 1-0 lead.
They're highly ranked in the nation, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, 44th in the nation.
That's out of thousands of teams,
right,
by the way.
Win the ball, 2 touch. Win the ball, 2 touch. Play faster. Play faster.
Candelario with this free kick. It was Candelario who sent that ball into the area initially that created that goal opportunity for Hernandez, and he drives this one all the way across the goal line, but wide left of Diaz. And in the 15th minute, it remains a 1-0 lead for AC Brea after Ty Hernandez scored in the 13th minute.
Be interesting to see the next couple minutes for FC Dallas. That's got to be deflating. They were playing, you know, basically on level terms first 12 or 13 minutes of this match, and to give up a corner and then kind of a squirrely hop, set up a goal for AC Brea, that's not at all what they needed in this match.
Dallas has been effective moving through the midfield, but they haven't really created any opportunities in the attacking third. Now it's Brea getting the ball to Hernandez on the left wing. He's being marked there by Michael Pham.
Look at that strength.
Hernandez moves into the area, still maintaining possession. Gets the cross, but doesn't have a target on the right side of the area. That'll go all the way through and across the touchline.
I mean, he just weaved and bowled his way through 3 FC Dallas defenders there. You can see why he's the captain of this team.
And we're seeing more evidence of what you were talking about earlier, just how physically strong this AC Brea team is. No wonder they outscored their group opponents 11-0. They didn't give up a goal until they got to the knockout stage.
Right. That's a beautiful ball right there.
One touch by Ojeda. Now sent into the area, but the target slipped. Lopez is up from his back position, and look at Lopez control the ball. He's equally good with the left and the right foot.
Hey, watch out, he's in the white ball, it's a white ball.
This is in the corner, and therefore FC Dallas is Michael Pham.
Pretty good job by Pham.
Trying to build a counterattack.
Hernandez was really hawking for that ball there, trying to set something up again. And Pham, who looks, he's giving up inches and pounds, but he pretty clever ball handling, got that ball out of the danger zone.
That was Kennedy again moving up the right channel, being marked all the way by Lopez, who throws this one into FC Dallas territory. It is kept in play by Eric Torres for a moment. We'll have another throw here for Brea and Lopez. But Lopez is running the full 120 yards for this pitch. FC Dallas fans starting to chant, trying to get their pre-academy side off the schneid here, trailing 1-0 in the 18th minute.
Yeah, they need some fan support right now because you get the feeling that AC Brea is starting to take this game over in possession and chances and again, just in physicality, the 50-50 balls.
Starting to spend a lot more time in FC Dallas territory.
Yep. Over
the first 7-8 minutes of the match, FC Dallas enjoyed the better run of play, but that's not been the case now over the last 10 minutes or so, and Brea has taken the lead with a goal in the 13th minute from Ty Hernandez. In the middle of the field, it's Francisco Hannon. Now FC Dallas with possession.
Look how fast AC Brea gets back there. They got 6 guys behind the ball.
Simmons is being marked by Thomas Chandler. Simmons loses it to Chandler.
You know, against most teams, under 14 game, you think, oh, 1-0, no big deal. AC Brea has given up 2 goals the whole tournament. It must feel like, you know, FC Dallas must feel like they're down 4 goals.
And you can just see Brea right now brimming with confidence with the way they're playing this match. I think they sense what you were talking about, Richie, that they're just physically the stronger side.
Yeah, I mean, if you didn't know better, you'd say this is an under 14 against an under 15 or 16 team out there. I mean, they're physically, they have such an advantage.
Nathan Hayes finds Kennedy. Kennedy was trying to get it to Michael Pham, who was making an overlapping run, but that defense for Brea has been too tough. Knocked down in the midfield by the captain, Luis Hernandez, for FC Dallas. Played to the left wing side. This might be an opportunity. That's a nice centering pass, and it's a goal for Luis Pacheco.
Beautiful ball right there. They beat Thomas Chandler, who previously looked like he wasn't going to be beaten. Beat him around the edge, and a beautiful centering ball right on the doorstep. Perfect assist.
So FC Dallas gets the equalizer in the 20th minute, and we're tied 1-1. It was Nathan Hayes who created that opportunity for Pacheco with a beautiful centering ball to the 6-yard box.
Yeah, Hayes puts a little juke on Chandler and sends a left-footed pass, I mean, perfectly, right on Pacheco's left foot on the doorstep, and Chandler's not used to getting beat. That's a beautiful move right there. Snuck it between a defender, and there's Pacheco on the doorstep. AC Brea is like, what? We just gave up a goal?
Pacheco did not panic when he had that open goal in front of him. He buried it, and we're knotted 1-1 in the 21st minute.
That's impressive stuff by FCD. We were talking about it, felt like the momentum and the physicality, all the advantages seemed like AC Brea's favored. They have given up 2 goals in this tournament, and FC Dallas put together. You know, there was nothing fluky about that. That's a good move. It's a beautiful ball and a good finish on the doorstep. FC Dallas has earned this tie.
That was Thomas Chandler getting a lecture there from the referee, but no card shown yet. We are tied at 1. FC Dallas has shown skill on the ball. There's no doubt about that. And this is Hayes. To the left wing side. Harper Simmons gets poked away outside the area.
Chandler said, not this time.
Making the run on the counterattack is Eddie Ojeda, all the way into FC Dallas territory. Being marked by the FC Dallas captain, Luis Hernandez. The ball into the area, cleared away by FC Dallas out to midfield, where it gets chested down by Chandler. And then it is last touched by Pacheco of FC Dallas, the man who scored the goal in the 20th minute. Ball in over the top. FC Dallas not able to maintain possession. That ball went across the touchline. And it'll be the throw for the young men in hoops. The 22nd minute.
We talked about AC Brea being ranked 44th. FC Dallas Pre-Academy ranked 148th in the nation. not playing near as extensive a schedule, but they're 7-1-2 since the new year started. It's a pretty good record. One loss so far. You can see why. Their goals against, they've only given up 4 goals this calendar year, and they've scored 25. So you give me a plus 21 goal differential, I'll take that team.
Starting to play with a little more confidence now that they've gotten the goal.
Yeah, I think the jitters are gone now. The intimidation factor that I do think existed maybe the first 10 minutes, and especially after that goal, it's gone now. And now I think we've got FC Dallas maybe a little bit more skilled on the ball, a little more clever with their ball handling, but against a physically superior team. So I think we've got a pretty level match now going.
Claiming this ball is Ty Hernandez. Sends it up, got a man making a run up the center forward channel. Eric Torres, who takes a tumble on the turf. That ball is kept in play by FC Dallas.
Was it? Are you confident about that call?
I'm going with what the
flag did not go up, so you're right.
Assistant referee had there.
That's a good ball.
This is Nathan Hayes to the left wing side for Simmons, taken away by Chandler.
Thought Simmons should have hit that ball first touch. Maybe had a chance. He tried to get a little cute with it, and Chandler would have none of it.
Hernandez trying to win the ball away from Eddie Ojeda. Gives up the throw near the center stripe in the 24th minute. Throw went over the head of Simmons. Stepping up to the ball for AC Brea is Philip Figueres. Open substitution here at the U14 level. So even though we might see some players come off the pitch, it doesn't mean they're necessarily out of the game for good. This is the oldest division with open substitution. All the divisions above this are limited to 6 substitutes. Gomez chasing the ball down as it's controlled by Hernandez of AC Brea. Kennedy on the mark for Dallas. Francisco Hannon not able to take the ball away from Kennedy, and now FC Dallas controls. Hernandez plays it to the left side. Anthony Garcia to Simmons. Into the area, straight up in the air. Still inside the touch line. Simmons trying to win that ball back for FC Dallas, but commits the foul.
You know, FC Dallas, I don't know if it was a coaching tactic or if it was just the light bulb went on, but they're starting to attack Chandler on that left back side and saying, no thank you, Lopez, we've had enough of you. And they're having a little bit of success. They've got a goal down that left side, and they've got a couple of chances going after Chandler.
That ball sent in, but it's handled by the Brea keeper, Sean O'Brien. O'Brien could bring an air trap with those gloves. Hernandez in the center circle for FC Dallas.
It's his deer hunting gloves.
Battling with Eric Torres. Eddie Ojeda on the right side for Brea. The cross is blocked. Dallas clears it out of the area, but played into safety. And in the 27th minute, a throw coming for AC Brea, and the match remaining tied 1-1. Substitutions coming up here. Looks like both teams are going to make some changes. He'll spell Luis Pacheco, who scored the goal. And Benjamin Redzik is coming in for FC Dallas. And Johan Juan Gomez
yeah.
is going to get a breather. Again, open substitution so those players can return to the match. And AC Brea has 2 subs ready to come in on the next stoppage of play. We're in the 28th minute. AC Brea able to keep that ball in play. It's Kevin Bahena making the play along the touchline. Harper Simmons switches the ball to the left side. Brea with possession.
I think we're sensing that goal obviously changed the scoreboard, also changed the whole tenor of this match, because AC Brea was confident. They were starting to fall back and say, you know what, nobody scores on us. And I think it's shaken their confidence a little bit, and it's definitely changed their game plan. Now they can't just sit back and play their defense. They've got to be on the attack again, and it's something they weren't planning on.
We've had 5 shots in the game. Brea with 1 more than FC Dallas to this point. In the 29th minute, Hayes wins that ball and gets it to Simmons in the center circle. And then the back pass to Redzik is intercepted. It comes to Ty Hernandez on the left wing side. Hernandez is able to get around Michael Pham, plays it into the area, cleared by Dallas in the direction of Kennedy, but there's Lopez stepping up to it for Brea, and now he's having to chase it, and that ball is out of play. Right at the center stripe.
It's good defense again by Pham, the right back for FCD. I mean, he's giving up inches and pounds.
Aaron Tebe and Jin Akamatsu are going to be coming into the game now for AC Brea. Eric Torres will get a breather for the Southern California side. They must feel right at home in this weather. Philip Figueres will also get a break. Very much SoCal weather we've got here today.
Absolutely.
In Frisco.
Now we've been talking about Lopez's hair. Get a load of T-Bay's due. Pete, since you're a hairstylist, check that out.
Why am I the hairstylist?
You seemed like you had some inside information on what hair does for a soccer player.
You like that mohawk look?
Kind of digging it, yeah.
From the right side, I'll take Lopez's hair.
The under 14 chicks dig it. There he is in the box.
Trying to get a header with that mohawk.
A mo-header.
Chested down at the top of the D by Francisco Hannon, who's just got a normal haircut.
I don't think we need that identifier on every player.
Here we are closing in on the half-hour mark. It's a 1-1 tie, and we've had action up and down the field. And I would think time of possession's fairly even right about now.
Yeah, FC Dallas has to be thrilled so far. This far in the game, falling down 1-0, getting the equalizer. This is a level match. There's nothing between these teams right now.
It's certainly a match that has seen some ebbs and flows, and looks like FC Dallas is in control for a little while. Then Brea has kind of the run of play, and it switches back. It's been a fun match to this point through the first half hour. This ball gets thrown into Nathan Hayes.
Another example of the AC Brea defense right there. Candelario just with a textbook tackle, knocking the ball out of bounds.
We've seen a couple of those from Brea. They seem to be fundamentally sound. They keep their shape. We've talked about how they get back on defense. Here's an early ball in over the top, played into space. It gets chested down by Redzik. This is Simmons trying to weave his way through traffic, finds Kennedy on the right side. Kennedy goes down with Lopez on top of him. Redzik not able to win the ball.
Lopez just engulfed him, didn't he?
Sent out for Aaron Tebe. Tebe with those long strides up the left side.
Tebe is a monster, isn't he? Kid's 14, maybe 13.
That's a pretty good job by Nathan Toledo there, marking the taller player. So a goal kick coming up for Michael Diaz in the 32nd minute. Ty Hernandez scored for AC Brea in the 13th minute, and Luis Pacheco got the equalizer in the 20th minute for FC Dallas. This is the center back Toledo controlling for FC Dallas, but he turns it over. It gets taken away by Francisco Hannon.
It's a bad giveaway there.
Hannon to T-Bay. The flag is up, and that's our first offside call of the day.
Who's open on that one? Who's open? Well, play him, yeah?
FC Dallas trying to get out of their own end right now, but Hannon again wins the ball, gets it to Lopez with a one-touch pass. FC Dallas sends it in the direction of Simmons, who gets caught in a revolving door. Now it gets chested down by Redzik. Kennedy on the right side. Up the channel, past Lopez to Simmons. Simmons into the area from the right side to the byline. And it's going to be a goal kick for AC Brea.
That's a good attack. It didn't wind up producing anything other than a goal kick, but that's good pressure, and they got around Lopez here on the right side. That's good pressure. Simmons is causing little problems. He's one of the FC Dallas kids that has the physicality to match up with the Brea.
We've seen him playing on both sides of the field here today. Kennedy's been strong on this right side for FC Dallas. Trying to switch it, but it gets intercepted in the midfield. Hannon takes over. Foul, and FC Dallas will earn the free kick. There's been some great battles in the midfield here through the first 33 and a half minutes.
Yeah, it's easy to understand how these two teams are meeting in the championship match. They're both extremely talented, and they're not just out there kicking the ball. They have an absolute clear plan of what they want to do and their identities. Two good teams going at it.
Brea's had 53% of the possession here through the first 34 minutes of play. T-Bay plays it into the center circle, but it gets intercepted. Redzik, who came in as a substitution of the center forward channel, to Simmons, who lost it off his left foot. And it gets sent out to Ty Hernandez.
Beautiful play by Redzik. As you said, coming off the bench, shot out of a cannon, made a nifty move to step in front of that ball and gain an advantage for FC Dallas. Simmons just with a bad first touch.
FC Dallas commits the foul. The strong-legged Lopez will get a free kick after substitutions are made here. AC Brea is going to bring on Tyler Johnson, and they'll also have Matt Sansone coming into the game. They're posting 1 minute of stoppage time.
Well-deserved break for Hernandez. He's been all over the field, bumping bodies.
It's been a fun first half, and it's a 1-1 tie. Again, 35-minute halves for the U14s. We've played a full 35. We're now into stoppage time. Brea with possession. Jin Akamatsu, who came in as a substitution, plays it to the left wing side for Matt Sansone, who just checked in. This is Akamatsu trying to get around Kennedy.
There's some skill for you.
Also there defensively is Michael Pham.
Got a corner out of it.
The full 35, and a set piece opportunity for AC Brea here as we near the end of the first half.
This will finally probably be the final play of the first half since we're in injury time, and they've already scored on one corner.
Francisco Hannon setting it down in the corner circle. Drives it toward the back post. Gets headed out of the goal box. They're battling for possession is Kevin Bahena. Taking a shot with the right foot. Candelario!
Nice save. Punched it right over the crossbar, but that had goal written all over it.
Diaz keeps this a 1-1 tie.
Very athletic, great timing, because that ball was launched from outside the box. It had some dip to it. Not that easy to save. Another corner kick, AC Brea.
With the clock ticking, this time it's Tyler Johnson from the right corner circle. Driving one into the goal box. It gets headed by T-Bay, and that lands on top of the net.
If you're FC Dallas fan, you can now exhale.
Those were some nervous moments.
That's a couple of good chances, beautiful crosses. T-Bay just got his mohawk a little bit too strong on that one, just over the crossbar.
A little too much gel on that one. Diaz with a brilliant save, off the Candelario blast here at the end of the first half to keep this a 1-1 tie after Ty Hernandez scored in the 13th minute to give AC Brea a 1-0 lead. Luis Pacheco had the equalizer in the 20th minute, and we go to the interval tied at 1. AC Brea 1, FC Dallas 1. An entertaining first half. Brea in the second half coming up from Frisco on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Hey, new RAV4? Where you off to?
Camping, caving, meteor shower, homecoming, paintball, Mardi Gras, mountain biking, teacher conference, fly fishing, base camp, beekeeping, herping.
Searching for amphibians.
Oh.
The 2015 Toyota RAV4. With more features and more tech, you're ready for anything. Toyota, let's go places.
We're halfway through the U14 championship match at the 36th annual Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup at Toyota Stadium in Frisco. AC Brea and FC Dallas Pre-Academy tied 1-1. Pete Stein along with Richie Witt. Let's take a look at the highlights from a pretty exciting first 35 minutes of action here at Toyota Stadium. This is the team captain for AC Brea, Ty Hernandez, who had a cross blocked there by Toledo. The right back for Dallas. Kennedy had a chance but angled it just wide. And then this ball skipped through the area and Ty Hernandez buried it to give Brea a 1-0 lead in the 13th minute. But FC Dallas would come back. It was Luis Manuel Cruz who sent that beautiful cross in front of the goal to Luis Pacheco, who buried it in the 20th minute to tie the game. And then Ryan Candelario sending this shot in, and Michael Diaz makes the save. And Richie, as you take a look at the stats, is there anything there that jumps out at you? We talked about the fact that possession was fairly equal throughout the first half. Brea finished with 53% of the possession.
Felt like AC Brea had the better chances in the game. You see the corners were 4-1. They took 2 more shots, 5-3. But FC Dallas just wouldn't look like, or they were behind on the scoreboard. They didn't have the momentum. That Luis to Luis connection really changed the tenor of this game. And you know, one of these teams is 35 minutes away from the old boot and ball trophy, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. Very entertaining because it's such a contrast in style. You got the Southern California kids that are big and brawny, and they got the physical advantage, but the North Texas kids with some skill and showing a little guts here, a little fight. It's going to be a good second half.
So you're taking a look at some of the substitutions that have been made here to start the second half. Again, open substitution here for the U14s. Aaron T-Bay is staying in the game for Brea. As you take a look at the Brea keeper, Sean O'Brien. It's got to be a nervous 35 minutes for a goalkeeper here in a championship game. Jen Akamatsu is staying in the match for Brea after coming in as a substitute in the first half. The ball looking for T-Bay, controlled by Akamatsu. Played back to Candelario. Akamatsu with a one-touch pass, trying to get it back to Candelario, but taken away by FC Dallas.
You know, we can't overlook the save that was made by Michael Diaz, the goalie. That punch over the crossbar. I think it was Akamatsu hit that ball from outside the box.
Yeah, I think it was Candelario.
Candelario, you're right. That ball was right on target. It was dipping, and it had goal written all over it. A fantastic punch over the bar by Diaz to keep this game tied.
Toledo finds Kennedy, who's marked by the very talented Kevin Lopez, who's been all over the pitch through the first half. For Brea, this is Hernandez in the center circle for FC Dallas. Battle to keep this ball in play, and it is kept in play by Johan Gomez. FC Dallas has shown good skill on the ball. Ethan River has come in for Francisco Hannon here to start the second half for AC Brea as a substitution. Hannon was pretty active in that first half. Anthony Garcia is playing in the back for FC Dallas here in the second half.
Just get a feeling T-Bay is going to do something for AC Brea. He's such a tall target. He's got some skill, and he's always around the ball. Just feels like if I'm an FC Dallas supporter, I'm leery of the man in the Mohawk.
Kennedy trying to get around Candelario, not able to do so. Yeah, the man in the Mohawk's a pretty good target player. FC Dallas trying to get that ball through up the center forward channel to Luis Pacheco, who scored the goal in the 20th minute, but intercepted by Brea. Hernandez trying to keep T-Bay off the ball and does so, and the official says play on. Hayes getting that ball to Garcia.
It's well played by FC Dallas. Got it out of their own danger zone when it looked like T-Bay was hunting down in that right corner.
Hayes to Hernandez, searching for Johan Gomez. Out of play. It belongs to the red and white clad team from FC Dallas, pre-academy, trying to win the U14 championship in front of a home crowd. In a 1-1 tie right now with AC Brea.
You know, you wonder, we're still early here, just in the early stages of the second half, Pete, but you wonder when AC Brea starts to press a little bit, because they're not used to this. They're not used to being 1-all in the second half of a Dallas Cook game. They won one of their games 11-0. I mean, they've just dominated and swept into this final, and you got to start to think, scratching their heads thinking, all right, this is not how it's supposed to work for us. And FC Dallas has showing no signs of backing down from it.
Cruz, who had that beautiful cross in the first half, making that run up the left side. This is Hayes now, and turning on it is Gomez. Now a shot from outside the area, a left-footed shot from John David Seelig is blocked.
How about that skill from Nathan Hayes in the midfield? I mean, little Tasmanian Devil spinneroo set up a pretty decent shot.
He and Cruz are both, and Simmons, all really impressive on the ball, creating opportunities. So FC Dallas gets it to Hernandez in the midfield. Finds Garcia to Toledo.
Toledo's been strong in the back today.
He's made a couple of big plays in the back there. Seelig getting it back to Toledo, who's pushing forward now. He's being marked by Akamatsu. Akamatsu wins the ball. There defensively for FC Dallas was Seelig. Seelig's been pretty impressive here, coming on as a second half sub. Toledo to Garcia. Hernandez in the center circle. Cuts through the center circle diagonally, drives the ball toward the top of the box. Johan Gomez was the target player, and I believe it was Gomez who got called for the foul.
Yep. It's a good idea, FC Dallas long ball into the box, but just perfect positioning by AC Brea, nothing to do there. To little two-hand shove to the back, see if you can get away with something.
So Chris Hayden there in the FC Dallas technical area, nervously watching what's happening here in the early stages of the second half. We played just over 5 minutes. It remains 1-1. There's the target man, T-Bay, can't control it. Garcia has it for FC Dallas. Hayes now on the left side, getting the one-touch pass from Cruz. Brea winning the ball in the midfield. Ethan River, who came on as a second half substitute. Now Tyler Johnson. AC Brea wearing the brilliant white kit with the dark numerals, and FC Dallas in the familiar red and white hoops. Playing on the home pitch of the senior team, FC Dallas of Major League Soccer. Here's a ball over the top. Kennedy chasing it down, but has no chance to catch up to that one. Lopez will have a throw for AC Brea.
As you mentioned in the first half, this has got to be the biggest field these kids have ever played on. Now there is free substitution, so that fatigue shouldn't be a factor, but it's definitely You know, when you switch the ball, it's a 60-yard kick now instead of.
It's not the length as much as the width
Absolutely.
that I think they have to get accustomed to. But yeah, this is a full-blown. This is a World Cup regulation pitch.
It's pre-academy. This isn't a pre-field. This is a full field.
This is a post-field. This has been an impressive performance from these U14s. And Rich, I always talk about this when I talk about Dallas Cup to people. Treat yourself and come check out some of these younger kids. We spend so much time on the super group, and that's fantastic soccer, don't get me wrong. But I remember the first time I came and watched a U14 or U13, my jaw was on the floor just about how skilled these players are at this young age and the quality of soccer you see in these games.
Yeah, you come just watch. Come get a load of Nathan Hayes on the ball for FC Dallas. He's a magician. It's like he has Velcro on his feet, using a Velcro ball. I mean, he can just put that ball wherever he wants and dribble beautifully. And then some of the AC Brea kids, with their bodies are so mature.
That ball was played into space for Tyler Johnson, and a corner kick coming up now for AC Brea. And these games are so free-flowing because these young players, they haven't learned the professional foul quite yet.
Well, speaking of a foul though, that was Cruz was a little shoulder to shoulder for you. Take that, physical AC Brea.
Little outswinger that gets headed out of the area, but it's held in the attacking third by Candelario, who turns it over now. And Kennedy, marked by Lopez, goes to the ground. And that'll be Brea ball. Lopez will put it in play.
He's like Troy Polamalu back there in hair and in style. I mean, he's just a safety that just wipes things away. When you think you have something going, he just negates it.
He is all over the pitch. And he's strong on those throws as well. He hit his target, T-Bay, right in the chest and keeps this ball in the attacking third for Brea, who will now have a throw on the near side. Tyler Johnson with a little juggling act before sending it into the area. Gets headed by Garcia initially for FC Dallas. Now an exchange of headers. Garcia trying to settle that ball and get it cleared out of the area. He gets it as far as Luis Manuel Cruz. Dallas, Hayes on it, trying to mount a counter-attack coming out of the back, and now a little time and space up the middle for FC Dallas's John David Seelig, who gets spilled as he reaches the halfway line by Candelario, and the foul call.
Nifty dribbling again by Hayes to get that ball out of trouble.
Hernandez in the midfield, playing it to Cruz. Back to Garcia. Once again to Hernandez, who's being marked by Akamatsu. Toledo crosses halfway with T-Bay marking him. FC Dallas gets into AC Brea territory. Hernandez has time and space up the middle. The pass was too heavy for Hayes, and Brea takes possession, but then turns it right back over as the ball goes over the head of Tyler Johnson out of play.
Yeah, I thought FC Dallas was building something there, but Hernandez, right idea, but as you said, just a little bit too much on that pass, and let's restart it.
Garcia to Hernandez to Cruz. Cruz was a little timid to make that run up the left channel. Instead, he tries to find Luis Pacheco with a pass, and it's turned over to Brea. Hernandez wins it right back for FC Dallas in the center circle. Kennedy was open. The pass didn't have enough on it. Lopez steps up and gets it to T-Bay. T-Bay trying to get past Toledo. Then coming in with a slide for FC Dallas was Bonilla. And FC Dallas has it coming out of the back. That ball was out of play. Substitution coming up here for AC Brea. Esteban Areola is going to be coming into the game for AC Brea. He'll take the place of Matt Sansone. Sansone checked into the game right before the interval. And he'll come out now in favor of Areola. 35-minute halves here. We've played just over 10 minutes of the second half. It's a 1-1 tie. Ty Hernandez with a goal in the 13th minute for AC Brea. 7 minutes later, Luis Pacheco tied the game on a beautiful assist from Luis Manuel Cruz.
Neither team's really had what you'd call a quality scoring chance here in the second half either.
All of the action has kind of been between the 18s here in the early stages of the second half. Into the 47th minute now, and FC Dallas is preparing to make a substitution as well. Thomas Robert Charles is making his way over to the fourth official. Hernandez with that header at the top of the box, and then sticking up his right boot is Pacheco, sending it out of play. Lopez with a throw.
He could throw this ball in the box if he really wants to.
He can get it in the area, and look out for T-Bay as a target. It comes to T-Bay outside the area, and then the shot from the man who just came into the game for AC Brea, Esteban Arreola, sends one over the goal.
You can see AC Brea's plan, though. Their plan is, if they get a throw in anywhere close to the box, it's throw it in from Lopez to T-Bay and see what they can do.
That throw can be a real weapon once you're inside the attacking third like that, especially when you have a man like Lopez. Substitution will be made here. As we mentioned, Thomas Roberts Charles ready to come in the game, and getting a well-deserved breather is Nathan Hayes, who we've both really been impressed with in this U14 game.
Yeah, I'd pay to watch that kid dribble. He's got skills. He's got handles, as they say. Can you have handles on your feet?
I'll go with that. Would those be pedals? I guess only if it's a bicycle kid.
He's got handles on his pedals.
We're into the 49th minute now. Diaz, who made that big save near the end of the first half, distributes the ball. Seelig for FC Dallas plays it to Hernandez. Hernandez taken off the ball by Thomas Chandler for a moment, but now Kennedy over here on the left side. And Kennedy plays it back to Cruz. Moving up the channel now is Roberts Charles, who just came into the game, working with Kennedy on the left side. Kennedy settles it, sends it to the top of the box, gets intercepted, but it got deflected right to Seelig.
Roberts Charles with some skills too. Oh, that's a beautiful ball.
Hernandez with that ball into the area. Luis Manuel Cruz not able to do enough with it, and it remains a 1-1 tie in the 49th minute. Hernandez with a header, sending it out of play.
Yeah, just not a good enough first touch, or else that would have been a scoring opportunity. A beautiful ball into the box.
Thrown in play by Thomas Chandler. Now another throw, this one for Tyler Johnson. T-Bay sends it straight up in the air, and that's out of play. Bounced right on the byline. It's a goal kick coming up for FC Dallas. Wind not much of a factor here at Toyota Stadium, and it's not often during Davis Cup week. I'm with Richie Witt, I'm thinking tennis. During Dallas Cup week that we get to say the wind's not a factor here at Toyota Stadium.
No, this is a gentle, relaxing breeze. You know, like you said, the kids from AC Brea, Southern California, they got to be right at home.
Here's T-Bay. Across to the back post. Lopez with a shot, couldn't catch all of that one, and it's easily covered up by Diaz.
Thought that was a good cross by T-Bay, and Lopez a little late getting there. Got off a shot, but kind of a squirrely hop and really no danger.
51st minute of play here. Remember, we're playing to the 70-minute mark plus stoppage time. There would be 2 10-minute overtimes if we get to that juncture. It could come down to PKs. For Brea, it comes to the right side for Tyler Johnson. Candelario, he's got a strong foot.
That's a good one too right there.
Johnson not able to catch up to this ball from Jin Akamatsu.
Thought that was a beautiful ball, just a little bit too strong.
Diaz with another goal kick.
That's good work there.
FC Dallas has switched Kennedy over here to this left side. He's been playing primarily on the right today.
He probably did it himself to get away from Lopez.
Now that ball finds a target, but not able to control it with the header, and it's sent out of play.
And if there is any breeze, it looked like it did affect that goal kick a little bit. AC Brea is going with the wind. It's going from left to right on your screen. They do have what wind advantage there is. Looked like it might have affected that goal kick a little bit.
Lopez on the ball now. Lopez able to veer away from Luis Pacheco. Shot off the mark. 52nd minute.
It's pretty good rocket
1-1.
left foot though, wasn't it?
I think that's the stronger foot, but he's pretty good with the right foot as well.
Yep.
And Brea has now outshot FC Dallas 8-4 in this game. Kennedy trying to win it for FC Dallas. Ball keeps bouncing away from him though. And finally on it is Thomas Chandler for AC Brea. Garcia plays it up the middle. Skips off Seelig. Now Lopez working a little 1-2. T-Bay is there. Candelario. Out wide to Areola.
It's a beautiful move right there.
Areola sends it into the area. Diaz watches it as it hits the outside netting.
Candelario with a beautiful move and an ugly shot. It had nothing on it. It was wide, and after freeing himself with a really deft move, that was a kind of disappointing finish.
Areola just with that little chip with the right foot got under it. Kennedy nods this one forward up the center forward channel. Trying to get it to Gomez. T-Bay heads it to the far side for AC Brea. There for FC Dallas is Pacheco. Pacheco marking Lopez. Keeps the ball in play.
First time all day somebody's bodied up with Lopez and come away with the ball. Good job.
Hernandez in the center circle, marked by Tyler Johnson. Hernandez has it. Sends a ball in over the top. That gets headed by Nicholas Hernandez. Chasing the ball now is Kevin Bahena, who's come back into the game. Bahena moving up the left side, has time and space. Bahena sends it in wide of Diaz.
Got a corner off of that.
Deflected by FC Dallas. And the corner will come from the left side.
This is where FC Dallas has to find the Mohawk and stick somebody on him because he's going to be the target.
Looks like Bahena taking this corner. No, pardon me, it's Philip Figueres taking this corner kick. This is the 6th corner kick for AC Brea, only one for FC Dallas. This one finds T-Bay, but can't control it in the area. Still has possession outside the area. Good defense by Toledo. Another corner, though, coming up for AC Brea, their 7th.
Yeah, you get the feeling Toledo is their shutdown corner for FC Dallas, and they're telling him T-Bay does not get this ball. That's a good matchup. They're getting really physical in the box.
Tyler Johnson with this corner. To the back post. This could be dangerous. T-Bay got a head on it. It's cleared off the line by FC Dallas. And this will be a goal kick for FC Dallas. The Hoops were in danger of falling behind 2-1.
That's what we feared or predicted, is that T-Bay would get his Mohawk on a corner across, and I think that ball was headed toward the goal. I think that was cleared out of there.
Jose Kevin Bonilla saves the day for FC Dallas and keeps this a 1-1 tie in the 56th minute. Entering the game for FC Dallas is Michael Pham, who started and has played the right back position most of the day for FC Dallas.
Looks like they're moving him up front, though.
We have a substitution for FC Dallas in the 56th minute.
Coming out of the game for FC Dallas is Luis Pacheco, who scored the goal for FC Dallas in the 20th minute.
Luis Pacquiao.
So that's a couple of balls that were hunting goals Saved the last second by FC Dallas.
Diaz made the big save at the end of the first half, and Bonilla cleared that header from T-Bay off the line coming off the corner kick. That was pretty good service in that corner from Tyler Johnson.
Exactly what Brea wanted.
Getting a back heel on it is Eddie Ojeda. This is Akamatsu, the number 9 for Brea, unable to get around Roberts Charles. Roberts Charles goes in there again, trying to take it away from Akamatsu.
Unsuccessfully. Akamatsu just dribbled between 4 guys.
Comes out wide to Ojeda with the cross, and Diaz will make the catch inside the 6-yard box. And quickly distribute to the right side as FC Dallas tries to mount a counter-attack with Michael Pham to Hernandez. Diagonal ball off the chest of Kennedy. Couldn't control that one, and it's turned over to Brea. Johnson sends it across halfway. Comes back in the direction of Chandler.
Beautiful
Chandler
ball.
making a run up the right side to the top of the box, trying to make the connection with Ojeda. Ojeda controls it, plays it back to Candelario. His drive is partially deflected. Diaz will handle it easily.
Starting to feel like Brea is sinking their teeth into this match a little bit here late in the second half. Feels like they're punching, and all FC Dallas can do right now is a little counter punch.
We're into the 59th minute. It remains a 1-1 tie. Hernandez scoring in the 13th minute for AC Brea. Pacheco answered in the 20th minute. Opportunity since then, but nobody's found the back of the net. It's been a real good battle between the 8 teams. T-Bay trying to control this ball. Garcia is there for FC Dallas. Sends it into the center circle looking for Johan Gomez. Gomez makes a run up the center forward channel. Now plays it out wide, trying to work a little 1-2. Instead it comes back to Seelig.
Good ball.
Seelig finds Roberts Charles into the area, but only for a moment. It gets cleared by AC Brea quickly. Akamatsu not able to control it. Seelig pushes forward.
Good run.
From the top of the D, a drive. And O'Brien moving to his right, snares it with both hands. Quickly distributes, trying to find T-Bay as the target man downfield, overshot him, and Toledo puts it back in AC Brea territory where it's controlled by Figueres.
FC Dallas hadn't had a lot of chances here in the second half, but that was Roberts Charles with a nice move right up the middle and got off a pretty decent shot on goal.
Center back Toledo on the right side to Hernandez just across halfway. Hernandez turns it over. Diaz is well off his line with T-Bay charging toward him. He's able to grab it just as it comes inside the area. Rolls it out to Garcia, who finds Hernandez. T-Bay there marking Hernandez. It's played to the right side. Michael Pham pushes forward. Pham gets it to Gomez. Gomez spinning between 2 defenders, turns, fires wide. We've played an hour, and it's a 1-1 tie in this U14 championship at the 36th annual Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup. Pete Stein along with Richie Witt. Glad you could be with us. It's been an entertaining match.
Gomez got the ball in a pretty good position there, but didn't have any support, didn't have any options, so he just kind of launched a prayer. It was unanswered.
We've had 21 shots in this game. Brea with 12 of those shots. We've had 8 shots on goal. FC Dallas has put it on frame 3 times and AC Brea 5. We see this a lot when we cover UIL games where the keeper, in this case Sean O'Brien, doesn't actually take the goal kick. Coming back into the game right now for FC Dallas is Harper Simmons. Simmons has proven to be a playmaker in this match.
Yeah, he's a guy with the size and strength that can give AC Brea some trouble back there, at least bump shoulders with him and not be flattened.
So Aaron T-Bay who proved to be a strong target player, comes out of the game, but the team captain and the goal scorer in the 13th minute, Ty Hernandez, returns to the fray.
I think we got an idea, Pete, why AC Brea is so good. They take out T-Bay and they get to bring in
They've got some depth on this team, don't they?
to bring in their captain Hernandez. That's a pretty good 1-2 punch up front.
Again, open substitution for the U14s. 35-minute halves. So we're under 10 minutes remaining here in regulation. Ojeda weaving his way through traffic to the middle of the pitch. Finds Figueres. Akamatsu couldn't trap it. FC Dallas clears it to midfield. Gets trapped by Nicholas Hernandez to Chandler. Chandler sends a ball to the top of the D. And Toledo is there for FC Dallas. Got it to Simmons. Ojeda has it on his left foot. Working a little 1-2 there with Ty Hernandez. FC Dallas playing really strong in the back
Yes, they
right
are.
now.
You're seeing Brea trying to put together, as you said, some 1-2 combinations, and then FC Dallas standing their ground, playing good fundamental defense. Not a lot of holes, not a lot of cracks.
Nathan Hayes didn't stay on the bench long. He's back in the game for FC Dallas. Going for that tackle was Figueres. Hernandez has it, and he pushes forward into the attacking third, finds Kennedy in the area. Kennedy not able to get a boot on it, and it'll be a goal kick coming up for AC Brea. In the 64th minute. The most threatening moment of the second half has been off the Brea corner kick. But during the run of play, there have not been many opportunities. Kennedy not able to control that one. Chandler sends it straight up in the air for AC Brea. 50-50 ball along the near touchline, and it lands at the feet of Ojeda, who chips it into space. Hernandez has no chance to catch up to it. Diaz, the goalkeeper, controls for FC Dallas. FC Dallas pre-academy tied the game in the 20th minute when Luis Pacheco scored after Ty Hernandez had given AC Brea the lead 7 minutes earlier in the first half. We have not had a goal scored here in the second half. This is Hernandez in the middle of the pitch for AC Brea.
Really only the one scoring chance really in the second half. That's a beautiful ball though.
Hayes taking it away from Akamatsu and then sending it forward looking for Simmons. And there defensively for AC Brea is Kevin Bahena. And this is a corner kick opportunity for FC Dallas. And FC Dallas has not had many corner opportunities.
Bahena got to that ball, was in great position, just kind of shanked it off his legs instead of a throw in. FC Dallas has a corner kick, and this is a big chance for them. They hadn't had many.
This is only their second corner kick of the game. And I think it's the first of the second half, as a substitution is being made here by AC Brea. Eric Torres comes into the match. Here's the corner kick to the back post. Lopez is there defensively. Chandler's there for Brea, sending it straight up in the air. It lands at the feet of Hernandez, who drives it in just over the crossbar. For the game, Brea's had 55% of the possession, 60% of the possession here in the second half.
Sounds about right. FC Dallas feels like they've been on the defensive here for especially the latter stages of the second half. That ball was on target, but it's a little bit high. No real danger for AC Brea.
Hernandez intercepts that pass that was intended for Hernandez, and FC Dallas moves into the attacking third once again with Johan Gomez. This is Hayes. Hayes gets taken off the ball skillfully there. Ball is sent out to midfield. That was good defense by Ojeda. Now Hernandez has it for FC Dallas. Lopez pushing forward. Lopez trying to get around Bonilla. It was Bonilla who cleared the ball off the line off that corner kick a moment ago. Intended for T-Bay.
Cannot throw a cross-field pass with Palomalu over there lurking. He intercepts it every time.
John David Seelig in the orange boots, sending it across halfway where a foul is committed.
Not many fouls in this game. A lot of finesse.
Candelario ended up on the seat of his pants. And right now it's Candelario getting the lecture.
Not a big fan of the lecture.
Official holding up play. Part of what the officials do, though, at this level is try to teach as well. World-class officials here at Dallas Cup. Part of the reason they attract so many teams is they know that the games will be well officiated. Not that they don't ever disagree.
We've seen a couple conversations.
Hernandez pushing this ball up the left channel. The cross, looking for a target on the right side of the area. Ojeda is there. Ojeda lays it back.
Good ball.
Candelario has it partially deflected by Hernandez. Corner kick coming up.
They've got another corner, but they have T-Bay now out of the game, so that's their number one target. I guess I would look for Hernandez here in the box.
You see AC Brea with far more corner kick opportunities. Ojeda places this one down in the corner circle. Francisco Hannon has re-entered the game now for Brea, and he's taken the place of Jin Akamatsu. Here's the corner kick to the top of the 6-yard box. Lands right in the middle of the mixer. And no real opportunity there for Kevin Bahena as the ball gets cleared out. A throw into the area, headed by Figueres. Garcia clears it out of the area. FC Dallas trying to keep it in play, but Michael Pham not able to do so.
Get in front of that guy.
Lopez with another strong throw into the area. Cleared out quickly by FC Dallas. It was Toledo who cleared it out to midfield.
Yeah, just not enough numbers for a counter, though.
Comes to the right side. Refreshed after coming off the bench is Hannon going to the corner. Sends it into the area, and it is turned away by Garcia.
I feel like FC Dallas is really just trying to withstand this final minute here in regulation, because AC Brea is really putting some pressure on.
Ojeda got a foot on it to get it to the top of the box. That's a shot for Figueres, looking for the far side netting, but Diaz picks it up. Diaz gets it to midfield. Well, we saw a goal last night in the Gordon Jago Super Group in the final minute of regulation that sent Monterey through to tomorrow night's final, the Sunday night final, that you can see here on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel at 6 p.m. on Easter Sunday. Will there be some last-minute heroics in this U14 championship game? They have posted 2 minutes of stoppage time. That ball into Diaz. He handles it with no problem. He was wanting to restart play quickly. A low-lining punt past Hayes into the center circle. Out to Hannon, who drives one right back in the direction of Diaz.
Just not a lot of possession in FC Dallas's offensive third right now.
Hernandez trying to change that as he crosses halfway. Plays it to the right wing side. The one-touch pass intended for Simmons, but Bonilla not able to make the connection. Now Toledo sends it back over halfway into AC Brea territory. Hannon trying to win the ball cleanly. Not able to take it away from Johan Gomez. It comes out wide to Seelig. Seelig making a run up the left side. Centering a ball. Ojeda has it now for Brea. Gets deflected by Gomez. Chased by Kennedy.
It's Well played by
Kennedy with a shot from distance, and it's bending wide. It goes off O'Brien, who gives up the corner. O'Brien can't believe he didn't catch that ball cleanly.
But he was glad he wasn't in the goal mouth when he fumbled that ball. Yeah, that's a relatively easy save right through the fluorescent
He just took his eye off the ball.
Absolutely.
He was thinking about distribution and getting the ball to the other end before he had it.
Can't make those mistakes in injury time.
Corner kick for Dallas. Can they capitalize? No, it gets cut away nicely by the Brea defense. And then getting tangled up for FC Dallas was Michael Pham, along with Eric Torres of AC Brea. It'll be a free kick for FC Dallas. Garcia puts it down. Seelig will take the free kick.
FC Dallas pushing everybody forward here for this last maybe minute of injury time.
Yep, they only posted 2 minutes. Seelig drives it with the left foot, gets it to the top of the D, headed away by Ojeda, and that'll be the last touch of regulation. So we'll have overtime in the U14 championship game. We'll play 10 minutes going each way. If we're still tied after that, it'll be decided on PKs. Regulation's been entertaining. Overtime should be even better. Stay with us. Our coverage of the U14 championship game continues. AC Brea and FC Dallas Pre-Academy all tied after 70 minutes, 1-1.
Time Warner Cable Sports Channel takes you on a coast-to-coast trip around the MLS to bring you the biggest news in American soccer. Tune in to Center Circle to see the top goals. Interviews with players and coaches. Preview the upcoming week's top storylines and biggest matches with our in-studio experts. And we'll keep you updated on all the news happening across the world.
We're building a better world at Time Warner Cable.
How about a movie?
And we know finding what you want to watch can sometimes feel like this. So we invented this. Now you can click the On-Demand button to browse our library of 19,000 movies and shows better with our simplified on-demand channel. And it's free for all Time Warner Cable subscribers. Whatever you're passionate about, Time Warner Cable invents better ways to love it even more. Visit TWC.com to learn more. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
Today at the Girls STEM Expo, I was teaching about specifically the physics of ballet. I was talking about inertia and pirouettes, velocity, torque. I think there were a lot of girls that came here who might not be so excited about science or math, but they came here and they saw these great activities and got to experience this and got to experience all the other fun stuff. And I don't know, there could have been scientists here today that we changed their lives forever.
Learn more about our commitment to science and math education at connectamillionminds.com.
Pete Stein along with Richie Witt. Glad you're with us for this U14 Dallas Cup championship game, and it's been highly entertaining. Each team scoring a goal in the first half. Ty Hernandez in the 13th minute to give AC Brea the lead. And we thought then, Richie, that AC Brea may run away from FC Dallas. But Pacheco's goal in the 20th minute tied it, and FC Dallas has been up to the challenge from the Southern California side.
Yeah, that's fitting we're headed to extra time because FC Dallas was on the ropes. I mean, they got down early, and really, AC Brea they've had the game on their foot. They've had possession time. They've had more corner kicks. They've had better chances. They had a couple balls on goal, good saves by FC Dallas. Have saved a couple goals, but FC Dallas very feisty. I mean, and very skillful. When you thought they had a chance to go away, they've fought in it, and here we are in extra time. One of these teams is ready to roll.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first 70 minutes of regulation play here at Toyota Stadium. This is Hernandez, and this will be Toledo with a big-time block early in this match. And Toledo's been strong.
He's been FC Dallas's best defender by far, and they've needed him.
Kennedy just missed the angle there, went wide in the first half. Hernandez scoring the goal in the 13th minute. But then Cruz with a beautiful cross here for Pacheco. And in the 20th minute, FC Dallas tied the game 1-1. Candelario with a drive near the end of the first half. Diaz able to parry it over the crossbar to keep the game tied. There were some more opportunities in the second half for Brea, but FC Dallas only had a few chances. Neither team able to capitalize. Lopez couldn't catch all of that one. Diaz going to his right to make that save. This probably was the best chance off that corner kick to the head of T-Bay. And that was cleared off the line by Bonilla. Diaz catching that ball inside the goal box to keep it 1-1. So again, we'll have two 10-minute periods here in the overtime. It is not a golden goal. We'll have a full 20 minutes of overtime. You see the team captains there, Ty Hernandez for AC Brea, and it was Harper Simmons there for FC Dallas. Taking the coin toss here before the start of the first overtime period on a crystal clear day. Only a few wispy white clouds in the sky today.
As we go into this overtime, the first overtime, AC Brea's mindset has to be, they got to be a little bit frustrated. I mean, I think they've controlled this match. They've had the better chances, but here they are tied with this feisty team from North Texas, and they didn't expect to go to overtime. They've rolled through the qualifying. They rolled through their group, and you know, with 14 goals they've scored, only given up 2. Today was the 3rd goal they've allowed this whole tournament. They've got to be a little bit back on their heels, and FC Dallas has surprised them, has frustrated them, and AC Brea has had control of this match, and even in the later stages of the second half had the better chances, but could put the ball in the back of the net, and here we go.
They had 57% of the possession in regulation. They outshot FC Dallas 16-9. 6 of those shots were on goal for Brea. FC Dallas only had 3 shots on goal.
And here we are in overtime. That's soccer.
1-1. It can be the great part of this game. It can also be the most frustrating part. It's the one sport where you can really outplay your opponent. Doesn't mean you're necessarily going to win.
Yeah, it's not quantity, it's quality of chances in soccer, that's for sure.
This U14 championship has been a terrific match, and we've got 20 more minutes coming up here.
Again, we're looking at the flags at the end of Toyota Stadium here. Winds blowing left to right on your screen. So FC Dallas does have what little wind advantage there is here in this first overtime.
Roberts Charles is coming back into the game for FC Dallas, along with Luis Manuel Cruz, who had that beautiful cross in the 20th minute that set up Pacheco's goal for FC Dallas. Brea kicks off to start the first overtime period, a 10-minute period. Lopez has been on the pitch throughout the match.
Hasn't come out yet, has he? He's a beast.
And appears to still have a great amount of energy. Ojeda turns it over in the midfield, and FC Dallas gets it to Hernandez. Hernandez receiving that pass from Michael Fahm. Hernandez gets it back from Toledo. A bad turnover here to Hernandez. Hernandez inside the 18. Hernandez to the byline. Diaz diving to his left, covers it up. Ty Hernandez looking for his 2nd goal of the match.
Very careless giveaway in the back there by FC Dallas. They're lucky to get away with that. We don't give the ball to Hernandez in that position and walk away unscathed very often.
Hernandez has the ball now at the center stripe. Gets it to Candelario. Candelario showing a strong leg. This is Figueres in the midfield. To Hernandez on the right side. Marked there by Seelig. Hernandez plays it into space, looking for Candelario, but instead turns it over to FC Dallas. Roberts Charles in the midfield to Hernandez. Trying to get past Ojeda. Here's Lopez stepping up, winning the ball for AC Brea. This is Hannon. Hannon laying it back for Bahena to Candelario. Hannon up the left channel. Sends one to the top of the box. Garcia's there for FC Dallas. Can't keep that ball in play. Gives up the corner kick. And this is where AC Brea has had their best chances since halftime.
You know, it wasn't a real sexy pass, but just a real clever, subtle pass by Hannon to get that whole charge started and winds up with a corner for AC Brea. Dangerous.
Ojeda from the left corner circle drives it with the right boot right to the top of the 6-yard box where it's headed away. Lopez runs up on it, keeps it in the attacking third. Ojeda will try to keep this in play and does. From the corner across to the top of the goal box, headed straight up in the air. It's still loose in front of the goal. It gets batted away, comes to Hannon, and he drives it well wide into the bleachers behind the goal.
Well, that ball was just buzzing all around the net, but AC Brea couldn't get a clean header or a clean foot on it. A little bit lucky by FC Dallas.
I can't imagine being in the cleats of Michael Diaz in that moment. It's got to be nerve-wracking.
He's been strong. That little tap out right there, a little back tap got him out of danger temporarily, but we're seeing an extenuation of what we saw in the second half, and that's AC Brea controlling things. You just think it's just a matter of time until they get one between the posts.
Look out for FC Dallas on the counter-attack, though, as Hernandez gets it to Roberts-Charles. Roberts-Charles trying to split two defenders. Ojeda picks his pocket. Ojeda working with Figueres, who sends it into the area. Diaz has no trouble picking this one up. We're in the 4th minute of overtime. FC Dallas has spent almost the entire overtime in their own end of the field. They've struggled to get it on this side of halfway, and as soon as they get there, Hannon wins the ball for AC Brea, but he turns it right back over. Kennedy making a run into the area, making sure to stay onside, but the ball never gets to him. Kennedy chases it down, lost his footing, has possession now, and a shot that goes just wide. Kennedy did a lot of work down there.
You talked about the counterattack, Pete, and there it was. I mean, AC Brea had everybody forward in that corner, and a couple passes and one misplay by AC Brea. Next thing you know, Kennedy's got a shot to put FC Dallas ahead just wide of the left post.
That's the second time that Kennedy has angled one just wide. Kennedy working again on this right side. They switched him to the left earlier after playing the right most of the game. Hernandez will play this one to the right side for Seelig. Not able to control that ball and keep it in play. AC Brea gets a throw. Hernandez taking it away from Figueres in the midfield. Hayes, marked by Figueres. Plays it ahead to Johan Gomez. Comes out to Hernandez. Seelig to Hernandez. Switching the attack to the right side. Michael Pham. Hannon.
Oh, beautiful ball by Hannon.
Nice pass to Torres. Torres up the center forward channel. Lost his footing as he went to take a shot and drives it in weakly on the ground to Diaz, who quickly sends it out to the center circle.
Couldn't tell if Torres tripped over a blade of grass or what happened there.
It's a perfectly groomed pitch. I think he was just trying to do too much with it.
He will not put that one on his highlight film.
Comes to Hernandez. Hernandez finds Roberts-Charles. Hayes back to Roberts-Charles at the top of the D. Splits two defenders. AC Brea trying to get it cleared. Kevin Bahena lost it. Hayes chips it toward Kennedy. Lopez is there. Lopez will send that one into safety. Well, nope, that one's not going to get across the touchline. And Ojeda heads it, keeping it in play. And now Toledo sends it across the touchline. That'll allow FC Dallas to get men back.
Well, you could feel that one building, about to be a breakout. And there's Toledo again, playing sweeper.
He's really been impressive today. Hannon gets past the defender, Michael Pham. That's Toledo again clearing it. Comes right back to him, and he sends this one out across halfway.
He's screaming and urging his guys to get back. Toledo's really a leader in the back.
Roberts Charles gets it to Seelig. Seelig shows skill on the ball. Bats it ahead to Gomez. Gomez coming to the right side, now cutting back toward the middle. Weaves through the defense, takes a shot, goes wide, and it might have touched O'Brien's fingertips. They're going to say no, it did not. It's a goal kick. We'll get another look.
Some skill for you. Winning a one-on-one battle. Gets a good look. Gets up a pretty good shot. Skipping dangerous, just inches wide of that right post.
Over the head of Roberts Charles. Comes back in his direction, and he's going to get caught tugging on the shirt. And the foul called as he was battling Hannon for possession. Lopez will take this free kick for AC Brea out of their own end.
Just a couple minutes left this first overtime, but it feels like FC Dallas might have regained their second win. They've had a couple decent chances here in this overtime after really the second half just getting shut down.
50-50 ball in the center circle, and that's going to be won by FC Dallas, but Gomez turns it over quickly. Switch to the left side by Ojeda. Hannon runs up on it. Hannon gets taken down. Drawing the whistle is Michael Thom. Hannon earns the free kick from a dangerous spot.
I don't think it was intentional, but it worked out well for FC Dallas because that was going to be a breakaway, at least in a corner for AC Brea.
Look at the fouls. 10 on FC Dallas, only 1 on AC Brea, and you would think of AC Brea as being the more physical team.
They are more physical, and I think they put FC Dallas in a bind with their physicality, where they're having to push and shove, and like you just saw right there, kind of hinder.
Candelario with a free kick. 5 men lined up at the top of the 18. Hannon's at the top of the D. FC Dallas has made a substitution, bringing Luis Pacheco back into the game. Candelario with the free kick. Drives it, it bends wide of the frame, and Diaz lets it go. It hits the outside netting, and
Smart.
Diaz has a goal kick.
Smart to let that one go.
You can see the alligator arms there. Not wanting to touch that one. Distributes to Toledo, but there's the whistle ending the first half of overtime. So we've played 10 minutes of overtime, and it's still a 1-1 tie. Ty Hernandez with that goal in the 13th minute for AC Brea, and then a 20th minute goal for Pacheco. Brea really put a lot of pressure on FC Dallas through the first 5 minutes or so of that overtime, but FC Dallas was able to withstand that storm, and they go to the second overtime still in a 1-1 tie.
FC Dallas found its footing that second half of that first overtime period, that now they have, you know, momentum's such a fickle thing, especially in soccer, but they had a little more possession. They had a couple of good shots on goal. As they go to the second overtime, they got to feel pretty good about themselves.
FC Dallas kicking off to begin the second overtime. And now FC Dallas will have the wind at their back. It's about a 10 to 15 mile an hour wind here at Toyota Stadium in Frisco on a bright sunny day. Highly entertaining U14 championship game here at the 36th annual Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup. FC Dallas playing at home, trying to knock off the team from Southern California. Both teams swept through group play. AC Brea did not allow a goal in the group. They outscored their group 11-0.
This feels like a championship match, doesn't it?
It sure does. Quality play in this match. Both teams had to survive 2 one-goal matches in the knockout stage to get here. Hernandez ends up on the turf at Toyota Stadium. Appears to be okay.
Another good thing, Pete, about the under 14s, they haven't mastered the art of diving yet.
Yeah, or the whole embellishment thing.
Not a stretcher one today.
They play
very refreshing.
Pretty straight up. Now, by the time they get to the Gordon Jago Supergroup, they have learned all those skills.
Familiar. This is pure soccer.
Hernandez, it's been fun soccer to watch. That ball intended for Kennedy, but Lopez steps in front. And it gets deflected out to Michael Fong.
Oh, beautiful
FC
ball.
Dallas to Hayes at the top of the box. Lays it off to Cruz. Cruz with deft skill, but it gets cut away nicely by the defense of Thomas Chandler.
Hayes needs to hit that ball toward the goal. He was open and had a sliver.
Corner kick opportunity for FC Dallas. See who takes this corner. Looks like Cruz. Substitution going to be made here, and Aaron Tebay, the tall target player, is going to come back into the contest. He comes in for Ty Hernandez.
It's a good coaching move right there to get him, especially with this set piece against, and I'm sure they'll have a couple of chances for him. The tallest player on the field. Good to have him in these situations.
Gets a little practice jump in as he goes into the area. That ball's played on the ground. Hernandez keeps it in the attacking third, puts it on frame, knocked down by O'Brien, and able to handle it.
I like the play by FC Dallas, though. They had
it looked really good on the dry erase board.
A three-pass play that was working, but the third pass just didn't have enough oomph on it, and it was picked off. But
trying to get it to Johan Gomez on the left side of the area.
It was well designed.
Tebay gets this one to Hannon. Tebay gets a foot on it, but it's taken away by Hayes. Hayes looking for Cruz. Intercepted by Chandler. Chandler sending it ahead to Torres. Out of play, and a throw for FC Dallas. Seelig will put it in play. Got just over 6.5 minutes remaining in overtime.
A little changeup on that throw, and it fooled everybody, including his own teammate.
Seelig tries again. And sticking out his right boot is Pacheco to deflect it toward midfield. This is Ojeda, and Toledo is there again.
Tell you what, you don't slip one by Toledo, and you don't slip one by
We've seen some pretty good defensemen here, haven't we? Yeah.
Those two guys are, that's why these teams are here, their defense.
Hayes in the midfield for FC Dallas. Sends an early ball in over the top. Kennedy giving chase, but he won't be able to beat Kevin Bahena to the ball.
Giveaway there by the goalie. Should have just been a routine pass. Now here's FC Dallas in there.
Pacheco throws to Kennedy. Kennedy gets it to the top of the box. Cruz trying to settle it. Plays it to Hernandez. Hernandez tees it up and sends one over the crossbar. That's about the third time he's done that.
Hernandez has said, I'm going to end this thing with a three-pointer from way downtown. Not a bad idea. Pretty harmless when it's 7 feet over the crossbar, but I like the idea.
Hernandez might want to think about a job as a place kicker in American-style football.
Teeing it up and launching it, isn't he?
He's pretty good at splitting those uprights. Ty Hernandez in the game. Plays one over the top to Toledo. Heads back to the keeper, Diaz. Don't forget about the big save that Diaz made at the end of the first half. It's part of the reason we're in this overtime period, tied 1-1. Hernandez winning the ball for FC Dallas. Gets it to Pacheco, who scored in the 20th minute. Pacheco trying to find Kennedy, intercepted by Lopez.
It's Lopez's 47th interception of the day.
A long ball for Tebay. Tebay on the right side, presses forward, gets into the area, centers one. Diaz covers it up. Tebay just gave a stiff arm to John David Seelig.
It's a mismatch, isn't it?
Size-wise, it certainly is.
Good play by Diaz, just cutting off the angle, though, and turning, kind of just snuffing that rally out before it really started.
Hernandez gets it to Nathan Hayes, who's been very impressive today. Sending one in over the top, trying to make the connection with Johan Gomez. But O'Brien is there to grab it and now distributes with the punt, sending it into the center circle. Stepping up, trying to play it is Eric Torres. But it's Toledo who bats it over halfway in the direction of Kennedy. Lopez is there to turn it around for AC Brea. Free kick coming up for FC Dallas.
Torres a little too physical winning that 50-50 ball. Got called for the foul.
Just about 3 more minutes of overtime. It could come down to PKs. You can see both teams starting to get tired.
I was about to mention the same thing. A couple more Hail Marys being thrown instead of 6 or 7 passes put together. A little desperation, and that's born out of fatigue.
FC Dallas will try to mount at least one more attack here. Hayes playing it out wide.
Beautiful ball by Hayes.
Seelig with the cross off T-Bay. And FC Dallas gets a corner out of it with time winding down, just about 2.5 minutes remaining in overtime.
Let's see if Chris Hayden has another one of his set pieces, because last time they ran a very, very well-designed play and actually had a man running free, just the pass was a little bit too light. See if they have another trick up their sleeve.
Gomez and Cruz are both standing over here in the left corner. It looks like it's going to be Gomez. Substitution being made by AC Brea. Candelario's coming back into the match.
Hey, Nathan, just do it. What do you want? Do it.
Cruz steps into it, drives it to the near post, headed straight up in the air, and cleared all the way to midfield. Garcia chasing for FC Dallas, and that'll be a throw for AC Brea.
It's well played by Garcia. There's some pressure on him there, even though it seemed like an easy ball. One mistake and that's a goal.
So these U14s experiencing a full 90-minute match here. And it looks like it's going to come down to PKs. Kennedy.
A full 90 on a full field.
These guys are going to sleep well tonight, aren't they? It comes out to Seelig. Seelig with a little lazy pass there, but AC Brea knocks it over the touchline, and FC Dallas will get a throw. Substitution coming up here. Re-entering the game now for AC Brea will be Esteban Areola. And they're going to bring in T-Bay as a keeper.
Yeah, I remember in the quarterfinals, I talked about that was their lone scare in this tournament until today, when O'Brien was actually injured during PKs and they put T-Bay in goal and he made the save that sent them over Lone Star SC in the quarterfinals. So
and they're making this change for PKs, right?
I think they are, yeah.
Yeah, because you have to be on the field for the shootout, so that's going to leave T-Bay on the field. Be interesting to see if he takes a shot.
Yeah, this is totally being made for PKs. You have to be on the field at the end of regulation or at the end of overtime.
I don't know that I've ever seen you take your starting goalkeeper off the field for PKs.
It's pretty risky.
That's a pretty...
We've seen a sixth attacker in indoor soccer, but I don't know about this.
This is a really unusual moment. Usually you want your best goalkeeper out there. He's a part of the PK thing as well.
You would think.
Ojeda moving up the left side.
I would think a team that's had the success of AC Brea knows what they're doing.
I'll grant you that. I'm just saying it's unusual.
Yes, it is. I'll grant you that.
Lopez trying to keep it in play and does so, but it's FC Dallas who has possession. We're into stoppage time here in overtime, on the brink of a PK shootout to determine the U14 champion at the 36th annual Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup. There's the final whistle. It will come down to PKs.
You know, this is the Dallas Cup, and it's all about trophies and the boot and ball, but sort of a moral victory for FC Dallas just to take this dominant team into PKs. I didn't see it coming. They've impressed me today.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights that we've had here through 90 minutes of play. And it's been an exciting match, Richie.
Absolutely. AC Brea's had the better of the chances, more quantity, more quality. FC Dallas, a couple just Hail Marys they've launched at the goal, not really on the goal.
Kennedy with that one that bent wide. Kennedy had a couple of opportunities. That was Johan Gomez with a chance.
Probably FC Dallas's best chance was that Gomez right footer that just inches wide of the post.
So here we are going to overtime, and I'm still really surprised by this move as you're looking at Aaron T-Bay, who came into the game in the last minute of overtime to replace Sean O'Brien, the starting goalkeeper, to be on the pitch for the PK shootout.
Yeah, I need you to explain this one to me. So you're
no. You're the analyst.
Your starting goalie, who's been fantastic, has allowed, what, 3 goals in this whole tournament, and when it comes down to PKs for the trophy, you take him out and put in.
My only thought is that you want T-Bay there to take a shot.
Well, couldn't you put T-Bay just in another position?
That's a good point, too.
I mean, again,
maybe he's just a specialist at stopping PK.
Okay, I think you're onto something there. He's certainly the tallest player on the field. Seems to be relatively athletic from what we've seen, and maybe
even without the mohawk, he'd be the tallest player.
Maybe his mohawk takes away some of the height of the goal. It shortens the goal and is intimidating. It is. I've never heard of that in soccer. So you have your goalie, and then you have your PK specialist goalie. Kind of like in baseball. Maybe he's just a closer. That's what he is. I'm out of ideas.
It's all about specialization these days.
Sure it is.
But he's got to put a lot of pressure on him, right? You would think. I mean, I guess no more so than would be on Sean O'Brien.
But Sean O'Brien has, he's played the 90 minutes.
And
he's given up
goal,
one goal today, 3 in the tournament, and now for the most important shots taken at your net, you don't have your starting goalie in there. Of course, I bet you this isn't the first time that T-Bay's been in goal for a PK. I'm sure they practiced it. They've probably done it in every game. Games, and this certainly has got to be their strategy.
And you talked about this. His height's going to give him an advantage. He's going to have a longer reach. Both teams are huddling up.
FC Dallas has to feel good about themselves. I mean, they got down early for most of this game. They were on their heels. They were on the defensive. AC Brea had more quality, but they survived and they gutted it out. And now it's down to PKs. And Pete, you know as well as I do, a lot of luck's involved at this stage.
It almost seems an unfair way to decide a game, but you could tell at the end of this match, both these teams exhausted, got to determine a winner, and this is the way we do it.
Yeah, you can argue that this is the best way to do it. It's the way it's done.
So we're just moments away now. We'll see how they line up. It's a best of 5. I'm assuming that Michael Diaz is going to stay in the game here for FC Dallas, and he is. Their starting goalkeeper, who's a big reason why this game is tied. One of the highlights not to be overlooked in this match is that save he made near the end of the first half when Candelario sent in a blast from distance.
Just punched it over the crossbar. That would have gone just under the crossbar for a goal. It was a very athletic play. Used his head and used his fist, and it kept this game from being 2-1 and probably kept AC Brea from already lifting the trophy.
So it looks like we'll be playing to the goal to our left with the wind at the back of the players. Michael Diaz will be in goal for FC Dallas, and as we've talked about, it'll be Aaron T-Bay in goal for AC Brea. Looks like Diaz is going to be the first player challenged here. And the first man trotting out to take a PK here for AC Brea is Francisco Hannon. The Penalty spot is 12 yards from the goal line.
Referee! Referee!
This is just a game guessing by the goalie.
Hannon with the right foot keeps it on the ground and scores the goal.
Looks so simple, but Pete, we've seen at the highest level of the World Cup, guys in this situation with this much on the line choke and either hit the ball, the top half of the ball, and just hit a weak dribbler, or get under it and send it to the stands. It looks simple, and that was beautifully executed by Hannon. It's not that easy, especially with all these kids have been through to get to this point. I mean, it's enormous pressure on each shot. I think the goalie part's easier. You just got to commit to guessing one way and go for it.
It's easy for you to say.
Well, oh yeah, now
Luis Hernandez to take this penalty kick for FC Dallas, and he buries it.
Well, it was well struck. You just heard that solid thud, and he was very calm about it.
So each team scores in the first round.
I'm prepared to say at this point that these teams were evenly matched. How about that?
They play really different styles, but I would agree with you.
We've gone 90 minutes and one round of PKs, and there's nothing between them.
You almost hate to see this match come to an end. Here's Eric Torres setting it down on the penalty spot to begin the second round. Diaz jumping up and down, trying to distract Torres, but a laser-like focus as he puts in the PK.
All right, now here's where it becomes a thinking game. That's 3 PKs, 3 right-footed kickers, all have gone inside the left post, and every time the goalies dive to his left. Now, do you switch it up as a kicker or do you switch it up as a goalie? It becomes thinking also.
Here's a young man we've been impressed with today, Nathan Hayes, stepping up, hitting the crossbar.
And that's what we talked about. You get a little bit jazzed, a little bit, the nerves get you a little bit, and you get a little lift on it, and just solid off the crossbar and right back at it.
Guess who's going to take the next shot? Aaron T-Bay, wearing the goalkeeper's kit and gloves. Came in as the goalkeeper in the final minute of overtime. T-Bay puts it in the back of the net.
I actually think Diaz guessed the right way there, but that ball was just launched right over his head. Too much pace on it.
Stepping up now for FC Dallas.
You feel like this is a must make here. Can't
Johan Gomez. Gomez has it batted down. Aaron T-Bay just scored a PK and just denied Gomez.
And you question the strategy, Pete.
I didn't question it, I just said it was unusual.
Look at it paying off. He scored one, and he's now blocked one and had another go up the crossbar. AC Brea now on the doorstep of winning this thing.
So this could end it.
Yep.
Candelario stepping up. If he puts this PK in, AC Brea wins the U14 Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup Championship and will take the Boot and Bowl Trophy to Southern California. Ryan Candelario approaches, shoots, and sails it over the goal.
Wow.
I think he felt that pressure.
I don't blame him. We can all sympathize and empathize with that. You got the boot and bowl on your right foot, and you get a little juiced, and boy, he sent that one over the stage and almost out to the parking lot. There's life for FC Dallas.
Let's see who's going to take this shot now for FC Dallas. This is to stay in the match.
This is like Michael Pham.
So Pham has to make this shot for FC Dallas.
Yeah, for them to advance, this has got to be a make, a miss, and a make. They're still not out of the woods, but they do have life here with Pham.
If he misses, AC Brea wins. It is stopped right at the doorstep by Aaron T-Bay. And AC Brea celebrates a U14 championship at the 36th annual Dr. Pepper Dallas Cup. And T-Bay runs wildly around the field.
What a genius move. I mean, we sat here and scratched our noggins of why you would make that substitution at the last minute of overtime, and look what T-Bay just did. He stopped 2 shots. Another one went off the crossbar, and he scored on a PK. And there's your MVP.
No doubt about who the man of the match is in this U14 championship. It's the tall dude with the mohawk who's the hero of this game. What a fun match it was. It comes down to penalty kicks, and Aaron T-Bay turns out to be the hero. Ty Hernandez scoring in the 13th minute for AC Brea. Luis Pacheco scored in the 20th minute for FC Dallas. We remained tied after that. We went through overtime, an entertaining match. Richie Witt, what a fun one this was.
AC Brea was the better team all day, but boy, you have to just have your heart broken for FC Dallas. They were gutty, and they pushed this team to PKs, but Michael T-Bay just a stud in PKs.
AC Brea wins on PKs, defeating FC Dallas. For Richie Witt, I'm Pete Stein, thanking you for watching the Dallas Cup on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
Metro PCS introduces the best offer ever, unlimited 4G LTE. That's right, unlimited blazing fast 4G LTE data.
Unlimited.
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 Riding on the nationwide T-Mobile network.
No limits.
$50, period.
Taxes and fees included. But hurry and sign up by April 5th. Metro PCS, unlimited 4G LTE, riding on the T-Mobile network. $50, period.